Our next promotion we're going to discuss is the IWC. It's a promotion that I have a lot of fond memories of. This guy, maybe not so much. And him, you only came in a couple of times.
Minimal.
A couple of times, but you were involved in a couple of angles.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. I thought it was a good locker room.
I had fun there 95% of the time.
Yeah. When you weren't getting felt up by Arabs.
Right.
Yeah, I put them up to that, by the way.
Did you? Was that you?
Yeah. Joke's on you.
The mystery solved, folks.
Joke's on you. I got a free hand job. Yeah. Moving on.
So did I.
Any hootenanny. We had the 2 out of 3 fall. There was a show where hardly anybody showed up, and me and Jester McCain worked 3 times. But it wasn't a 2 out of 3 fall match. It was we worked the first match, we worked the third match, we worked the 5th match, or something like that. You were my manager. I introduced you as I came out. I said, my manager for one night only. It's going to be NW Sasso, and the crowd popped when you came out.
Because like the gimmick, at that point, I was still thinking you were a heel.
Right.
And you had turned babyface, so I was trying to do heel shenanigans.
He was trying to slide me chairs, and I'm like, no, dude.
I don't do that anymore.
And what was the first fall? Jester won, right? Or did you fuck him? I can't remember exactly.
No, I think I didn't have sex with him, but I think I took the chair and
finish.
I tried to slide the chair in, and you grabbed it, threw it on the ground, and then
threw it back, and then he did something to me.
He rolled you. And the funny thing is, that was the first real interaction I'd had with Jester since PWA, and he was like, "Well, here's what we'll do for the finish. You get in, and you try to hit Jerry, and then you hit Jerry." And I'm like, "No." He's like, "Why not?" I'm like, "Because I'm a manager, and me believably going after you or Jerry is retarded." And that ended up being the finish. Was I hit you with a chair?
Yeah, on the rebound as I was hitting the ropes, you cracked me.
Right.
Because we were building up throughout the thing. After one match, I said, "I understand you were helping me." No, the first match I must have won because, it was like a fuck finish where you did something. You tripped his leg or something, and I was like, when I came out for the next match, because I didn't see it, and I said, "I understand that you might have gave me a little outside interference, a little help. I just want you to know, you're my bro, but I don't need that anymore. That's not the way I roll. I understand that you haven't been around in a while, blah, blah, blah."
When did you turn colored? Never mind, go ahead.
That's left over from the Bobby Doll interview. You have to watch that to understand it.
Hey, the true fans will get that one.
Yeah, the true fans. But,
jokes for everyone.
And then eventually he turned on me. And
because I didn't like being humbled and pumped in front of my IWC fans.
Exactly. So I got cracked with a chair and stumbled into the STO finish, the Laughtermath, and McCain pins me. They're both celebrating, and McCain turns around and super kick him. Kyle turns around and gives him the wizard. He takes the best wizard sell I've ever seen.
Is it not?
I think so. Where you roll up on your head, and it was good.
Well, when you drop kick, I took a face bump.
Yeah, boom!
I took a face bump and rolled into the cell instead of just dropping. I was like, I got to take this like a guy who gets
like a
I got to take guy. I got to take it like a regular guy. I'm not going to be all. So that's what I did.
I hear you. That was a good angle in the IWC. What were you? Any good angles you were involved in?
No.
Not so much.
I was never involved in any angles.
You were in a really short feud with Trailer Fabulous that ended with a stupid misunderstanding.
Well, a lot of their storylines were done on the fly, so that's really not
basically the way Crazy Joe would book is at the end of the night when the main event was over, he would get on the microphone and set up, just throw some shit together for the main event for the next time, just on a whim. Great booking.
Sometimes it would change.
Yeah. You never knew. You never knew who was going to show up. Yada yada yada. But you remember the team concept they had for a while, where they were putting people together, and I think you were on a team with like Moondog Splash and who else? I don't even remember. It was some throw together.
Those matches were epic.
I think that's what ended with the gimmick where you got your crotch grabbed.
Those were 11-star matches on the 5-star scale.
I want to go ahead and get some heat on Jerry Reiner right now.
Should I leave?
No. Moondog Splash. Okay. He was revered in IWC as like a veteran and an old timer and everything. Like, they thought he was one of the original Moondogs, I guess. The Moondog gimmick is that they have dogs' names. Rex, Spot, King. Splash is not a dog's name.
If he likes to swim, it is.
The Moondogs had blonde hair. This guy had red hair. It's just a dude in overalls who couldn't work a lick. I'll go ahead and say that. Give me some heat. Next.
I respect them.
Whatever.
I have nothing but respect for
I respect the road that he paved.
The real Moondogs I ever.
We wouldn't be able to sit here and talk bad about people if it weren't for Moondog Splash.
No,
and that's. I mean,
don't forget about the Moon Puppy.
You probably also hate the boys and girls fighting in Iraq for us. It's the same. That's fine. I understand.
Moondog Splash.
I'm not a patriot. Veterans. I'm not a patriot because I don't like Moondog
Jerry,
Splash.
Whatever, man. Let's move on. I'm sick of you.
They did a gimmick one time where they symbolically gave him the championship belt, and they had all the boys come out and get on one knee and bow as he walked out, like he was this irreverent figure.
Come on, man.
And I think what it was they were trying to show him the door, like, we're going to give you the belt, you're officially the champion for one night, and he kept coming back. So he didn't get the hint, I guess. I'm a heel.
It's because he's a legend.
All right. Moving on.
That's all the heat that you can muster up? That's it?
I'm no Cruze with the heat getting.
You're weak.
Okay.
Where are we going next?
I think that's all we got for IWC, huh?
That's more than I thought.
IWC was fun, but they weren't really structured angles.
Yeah.
It was just kind of like, hey, I have an idea for a crazy kind of match.
Well, we were limited because we had, a pretty small core group of guys that were there all the time, and you can only have so many Trailer Fabulous Hard Time Express matches.
You can't. You spin it different.
Yeah,
that's all. And there was no spinning. I mean, you had guys like Wonder and Webb, and you and Vortex, and you had the potential Amazing Cruze. Just that combination of guys right there, you could have had match after match after match at different gimmicks. And I think that IWC really missed the boat as far as that goes, because there was no construction as far as storytelling or story arcing or anything.
I don't think that's what they were really interested in.
They weren't. It was just kind of,
They were getting their same little 25 to 30 people that were paying their little building, or whatever. I don't know what.
No, but you look at it, and a guy like me, when I look at a roster like that, I'm like, oh my god, you guys like Rocket and Booger.
Here's
and
what I can do with
Merc
these.
and, like, you were just like, holy crap.
It was a talented locker room.
It was a talented locker room, and it was just kind of like, oh, let's do this tonight. I'm like, okay. So I was just kind of there I was hanging out.
There were times when I would come in the building as soon as I got there. The dry erase board where he'd write the matches, where Joe would write everything, I would grab the dry erase marker and do the whole card and just try to put myself with somebody I wanted to work, just to kind of protect myself from having to work Moondog Splash and, whoever else. And, and having to lay down for a 15-year-old boy. But I didn't do it. I think Vortex might have, I'm not sure. But and I would write my own card, and invariably Joe would come in and be like, oh, you got to change that. He changed like one match on the card. Now the main event's got to be this. And I'd be like, it worked yet again. So, yeah, that's how structured it was. I would come in not being part of the office at all and just write the card.